Assalamu alaikum students. I am your teacher Aisha Anwar. I hope all of you are fine and following all the lectures that are being shared with you. We are studying chapter number 2, which is about operating system. We have covered its introduction, its interfaces and its classification in previous lectures. Today we are going to learn about the types of operating systems that are commonly used. Before starting the types of operating system, we should be clear about the types of operating system and classification of operating system. In previous lecture, we have discussed the classification of operating system. This classification is made according to the number of users that operate the operating system or who use the operating system. For example, if a single user operates the computer, that type of operating system is known as single user operating system. If many users use the operating system at the same time, are known as the multi-user operating system. So the classification depends upon the number of users that use the operating system, but type of operating systems are defined according to their processing technology and their processing algorithms, how the operating systems perform their task. This is the basic difference between classification and types of operating system. Okay students, let's start types of operating system. There are three types of operating systems that are given in your book, but other than these, there are some other types of operating systems also exist. So in your book, there are three types of operating systems that are given. These are batch processing operating system, time sharing operating system, and real time operating system. First of all, batch processing operating system. Here you should understand the meaning of batch. Batch means a group. So in batch processing operating system, jobs are grouped together and computer executes them one by one. Basically the same type of jobs that exists in operating system are grouped together and the computer executes them one by one. When the current job terminates, the computer automatically loads the next job and starts executing it. Because different type of jobs are grouped, so how the computer will know that the execution of current job is completed and it has to load the next job. The computer check for the job termination. When the job is completed or finished its processing, the job terminates. When one job is terminated, the computer automatically loads the next job and starts execution. Batch processing operating system has greatly improved the use of computer system. It is suitable for tasks where large amount of data has to be collected and processed on regular basis. Basically, when there is a same type of task and the task is in a large quantity or a huge quantity, we basically process the similar type of jobs together and process them one by one. For example, the credit card billing system, all the credit card holders uh, will provide their data and it is collected and held under the processed as the batch at the end of the billing cycle. For example, if I am having a credit card and in the complete month I am going and using that credit card while shopping, so at the end of the month I have to pay the bill. So in the same way, there are so many users of credit cards. So what will happen when all of us are using credit cards? We all of all of us have to pay the bill at the end of the month. So the bill calculating job is the same type of a job for all the credit cards. So this type of job will group together and processed at the end of the month. So in the same way, when we have to print out the result cards of a student, or we have to print the electricity bill or telephonic bills, all the type of jobs which have the same type will group together and they will be executed when needed. Most of them are performed usually at the end of a month. So we have to execute them at one time, and the job is of a similar nature. So those similar nature jobs are grouped together and processed with the help of batch processing operating systems. The next one is time sharing operating system. In time sharing operating system, multiple users can run different programs on large scale computers. It means time sharing operating systems are used on large computers, and these large computers are usually mainframes and mini computers. In time sharing operating systems, the CPU is switched rapidly between the programs so that all the user programs are executed simultaneously. It means that a single CPU is shared among the different processes that are executed by the different users. Or in simple words, you can say that the time of operating system or time of a CPU is shared among the different processes present in the computer. The operating system used in mini computers and mainframe computers support time sharing. Time sharing operating systems are used in organizations such as airlines, banks, hotels, universities, etc., where many users need to access the central computer at the same time. For example, hundreds of students access the university's mainframe computer at the same time, and they run different programs in time sharing system in interactive mode. You can say that there is a big computer. Big computer means a computer with a high capabilities is installed in the central place, that can be bank or a university, and other users from the different places will use that computer with the help of network. For example, if I am using online banking, I am using the computer at my home, but my computer is connected with the central computer that is present in the bank. So in the same way, there can be hundreds and thousands of users at different places who are using the central computer at bank with the help of their devices connected to the network. So a single CPU is shared between the different processes that are created by the different users at different places. The third one is real-time operating system. Real-time operating system are those systems which get the data which is being coming from some industry or some environment. Real-time operating systems must process information and produce a response within a specified time. These operating systems are developed for special applications. We cannot use real-time operating systems on our simple microcomputers. These are used to control industrial processes such as oil refining. For example, a measurement from an oil refinery indicating that temperatures are getting too high might demand quick response to avert an explosion. Or simply you can say that the operating systems that are used in special factories or industries to monitor the manufacturing process are known as the real time operating system. These operating systems uh, take care of operations that are performing in an industrial factory. Just like that, we have discussed example of oil refinery. In oil refinery, it is a very sensitive task and can be, which needs a very strict monitoring. So, if the temperature rises in an environment within the oil refinery, the computer system will sense that temperature and send the message to switch off the system or to perform some other tasks to avoid dangerous type of explosions. There are number of real-time operating systems used in military and space research programs. For example, a real-time operating system is used to monitor the position of rocket in the space. Many cities are installing real-time traffic control systems to facilitate smooth flow of traffic at busy intersections. Simply, here we have discussed about real-time traffic control system. What does it mean? We have seen that the traffic signals are installed on various roads, on various main busy roads. What will happen? Either each signal will be green for some specific time, like for example, let's say for 1 minute. Either some traffic is coming or not, the signal will remain green, and the rest, from the rest of the sides, it is red. So, what will happen in real time of traffic control systems? If there is no traffic coming, that signal will becomes red automatically without any specific timing, and and on the road where the load is high or heavy traffic is coming, the signal will remain green for more time for that road, which will provide the smooth traffic flow at the busy intersections. With this, we have covered today's lecture. I hope all of you have got the understanding among the three different types of operating system. The task you have to do is to differentiate between time sharing and real time operating system. You have to differentiate these two. And the second task, number one is difference, and number two, you have to define batch processing operating system. If you are able to differentiate among time sharing and real time, it means you have got the concept very clearly, and you have to define batch processing operating system. After solving your assignment, please share your answers with me. That's all for today. Thank you.